everyone, it's Jess Adel. It's the day after the new Sonic movie trailer has dropped. So today I'm gonna be breaking it down a little further. We're gonna be talking about all the little Easter eggs and things that we find in this trailer. Lego. So obviously the very first thing we see in this trailer is Green Hill Zone. If you're like me, you've seen Green Hill Zone a few times before. But honestly, this is a beautiful rendition of Green Hill. Oh my god, the palm trees, the checkered pattern, but especially the waterfall and the bridge. Small detail that I really appreciated is they got the little totem poles. Okay, enough Green Hill Zone, I'm sorry. And then it is not a coincidence. The first extreme close-up that we get is his shoes. We got a beautiful red shoe with the white stripe across. Like, that's a Sonic shoe right there. I don't know what they were thinking with the last thing. They were like, yo, gotta get that Puma money. But no, this time they were like, no, we're gonna do it right. And he has gloves, and they even have the thick around the wrist area. Like, he's one of the most iconic video game characters ever, so you gotta respect the details. And then another not coincidence at all, the extreme close-up on his face. He got an extreme makeover, not home edition. He actually has two separate eyes, but they still made it look like Sonic. So this is the first little thing that is actually really interesting. We're gonna go the extra mile and find this exact issue. This is no coincidence because the title of it is If at First You Don't Succeed. Clearly this is a reference to the fact that the first trailer didn't go so good, so they're trying again. But then it gets even more interesting actually. This specific issue is about Barry Allen moving to a new town. Sonic left his home planet to come to Earth. And this, I was so excited when I noticed this, because I noticed this while I was recording my reaction video, but I only realized I never talked about it when I was editing it last night. Hilltop Road, obvious reference to Hilltop Zone in Sonic 2. I love that stage. Yo, that iconic theme. You know what I'm saying? Then we got another tiny reference here that I love. We got the Sonic emblem right on the band. Boom.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik.
And he's Dr. Robotnik, not Eggman. And look, for those people who were attacking me in the comments being like, why are you calling him Eggman? He's not Eggman. Guess what? He is Eggman. He just doesn't have that nickname yet. Even when we call him Eggman and when the games call him Eggman, his name is Dr. Evo Robotnik. Eggman is a nickname. Dr. Robotnik and Sonic clearly don't know each other at this point in this movie.
Don't hurt him!
He doesn't have the nickname yet, so no, he's not Eggman yet, but it's just a nickname. Maybe this is silly bringing this up, but I thought this was like a really cool, tiny little detail. That is totally Sonic's footprint, but obviously he's wearing shoes, but you still see toe prints. So I feel like maybe it's because when Sonic runs, he runs so hard and fast that his toes press through his shoes so hard that his toes still make an indent on the ground. This whole sequence is just full of hype things for me. First of all, this morning, I freaked out when I thought about this. I mean, maybe this is a stretch. This big car with huge wheels has some similarities to the first boss in Sonic 2. It even has a tiny drill. I just don't think it's a coincidence. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments below. Second, the line where the dude's like,
How are you not dead?
And then Sonic's like,
I have no idea!
It's hilarious because number one, Sonic is really OP sometimes and it just straight up doesn't make sense because all he does is just roll up into a ball and all of a sudden he's just immune to everything ever. Like just because he does the homing attack and then he hits like a bus, the bus explodes. It's like, how does that? But on top of it, I love the fact that he is dancing while he says it because that is no coincidence. He basically just beat a boss. He's doing his little victory dance. I was really excited when I realized that. Tyson Hess, bless your soul, man. You fixed this. The tiny little Sonic details, and there's a lot more coming, so hold on. Right after that, we got an Eggman Sonic chase going on. Sonic is doing a skid attack when you're moving or running, and I think you press B a couple of times and then he'll just skid. So that's what that is. And obviously here, he is wearing the goggles, the red and everything. And I guess this is this movie's version of the Eggmobile. It's like right there behind them at all times.
Oh, come on! You've got car insurance, right?
Oh my god, Wait a minute. Is that a Progressive reference? One time, Sonic was featured in a Progressive commercial, which is in fact insurance. How hilarious would that be if it's like sponsored by Progressive? Okay, time to get excited again, people. The tiny details right over here. The way that he is balancing around. I mean, obviously Sonic has been doing the ledge animation since Sonic 1, but I think this one is specifically a reference to Sonic Mania because it has so many more frames in between. It's got a lot of movement. This is just a tiny little random thing. But here, when Sonic is wrapped in towels, he is still wearing his gloves. And of course, on top of it, he is still wearing his socks because he is not Sonic without those. This is another thing I noticed this morning and I was so excited because this is totally a reference to Sonic Adventure 2, the iconic scene where he rips off a part of it, jumps off the plane, and he takes that piece of metal and rides it like a snowboard down the and the last tiny detail that I just had to mention was right here. Sonic has a bag across his chest. He probably has warp rings in them, that's my guess. But I find this hilarious because growing up playing Sonic games or just video games in general, a lot of the time someone has an item or something. So in the case of Sonic, it was always a Chaos Emerald and then they'd be like, oh yeah, it's right over here. Like, where did you have that this whole time? Where did you stick that? They finally acknowledge it and Sonic has a bag. All right, so that is it for the breakdown / Easter egg hunting. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Also, let me know in the comments if they drop another trailer, would you like to see me do another Easter egg hunt / breakdown? Any excuse to talk about Sonic, seriously. Also, please mention in the comments below because I really want to play this game. Would you like to see me playing Mario vs. Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 versus somebody else from the Plays team? I'd really love to do that. So like, just spam that in the comments, please. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.